Hi there, welcome to the archives. So I wanted to get on here today and continue with Goddess. We have, how many more? I counted yesterday, I think we have about 12 more goddesses to go through. So I would like to get this book over with so we can continue to go through some other stuff as well too. Okay, so today we're revisiting Goddess. 50 goddesses, spirits, saints, and female figures who have shaped belief. It is written by Dr. Janina Ramirez and it's illustrated by Sarah Walsh. Okay, so today we're going to China. We're going to China and we are going to do Xiwangmu. So this is Xiwangmu. This is the image, and there's another image for her as well too. Okay, let's get started. It says that Xiwangmu is China's Tao goddess of life, death, creation, and destruction. So here it says a place in the mountains. So there are four, this is from page 22. There are a few more important goddesses in China than Xiwangmu. So she's a queen mother of the West. It says that the first mention of her in inscriptions is from over 3,000 years ago. This is way before Jesus was even born. Over 3,000 years ago. So this would have been before Christ. And so she's described as a fierce character with tiger teeth. Again, pay attention to the animals that come up, right? I do a lot of animal art, so I pay attention to some of the different animals. So she's got tiger's teeth and a leopard's tail. The sun is just really starting to come up now. I'm getting distracted. So she's got a tiger's teeth, a leopard's tail, and she brought plague and disease to those who displeased her. So if you crossed her the wrong way, she would probably bring disease to you, right? Again, are you paying attention to these characters, right? Super, super nice, goddess of love, but she will off you if you move the wrong way with her. If you disrespect her, she will bring you disease. And so it said that over time, she's transformed into a gentler figure. So she's softened up, right? Connected with paradise and eternal life. This is what the book says. So Taoism, it's an ancient Chinese tradition and philosophy. It also is a religious belief, and it emphasizes living in harmony with nature. Again, a lot of places all over the world talk about living in harmony with nature. China, we've seen this. In the Akans, we've seen this. With the Yoruba, we see this. Indigenous folks here, we see this, right? Living in harmony with nature. And so it says that Taoism, the opposites are really important, okay? We think of that as like, oh, she's contrarian. Within Taoism, that's actually necessary. Light and dark. Hot and cold. Wet and dry. These things depend on each other and they don't make sense without the other, is what it says here. And so the principle, for instance, we know of yin and yang, right? Xiwangmu is yin. She is the feminine and the air from the west. It says that her yang, her masculine, is her husband, who is the Jade Emperor. Okay, and he is the ruler of heaven. So again, heaven here is like the masculine entity. They need each other. Yin and yang. Not one, not just the feminine, not just matriarchy, not just patriarchy. Right? Not just men, not just women. The yin and the yang. Again, using the gender binary here. And so basically they determine everything, including birth, death, and immortality. So the book says that Xiwangmu is known by different names, including Golden Mother. She is stunningly beautiful. Again, beauty, right? I think almost all of them except for the witches, are considered to be beautiful. And again, remember, the witches are usually associated with blackness. So she's beautiful. She has a home. Her home is in a mythical Kunlun. Is that how you say it? Kunlun Mountains. And that's where her palace is. It's full of love. There's laughter. There's life. And so in her happy court, again, remember, court here isn't like court as we know it right now, right? Where you're in the courtroom with a lawyer and a judge. Court is usually means the palace, right? The royal palace, the little courtyard, the gated community where the kings and the queens live. So that's what we mean by court. So her happy court, she's surrounded by wondrous things, is what it says. Phoenixes spread their fiery feathers. They burst into flames and are perfectly reborn. Again, here is the image of rebirth, right? We saw that a couple days ago with It's Papalot, remember? With the butterfly. This idea of death and life and being reborn. I'm getting distracted. And so her ladies, so those who basically tend to her in waiting, they did. And again, you see the ladies in waiting even in what's the Netflix Bridgerton, right? Ladies in waiting, the ladies that wait on the queen. So her ladies in waiting, they dance around a turquoise pond. There's magical beasts that explore the forest. It says that her palace has 9 floors, and it's made of precious greenstone jade. So again, in It's Papalot, we saw that obsidian was really important to the Aztecs. Here in China, Xiwangmu, jade was really important. Jade is a green crystal. I don't think I have any jade on me anymore. But jade is a green crystal. So her floors and her palace, it was all made of green jade. And she had a beautiful garden that looked like just beautiful fairyland. And it's bursting with lotus flowers. Again, we've seen the lotus flower come up in China as well as in India. Buddhism has a lotus flower as well too. So Xiwangmu has a very important job, is what the book says. She looks after the trees in her garden. So now we would consider that like landscaping, right? So she would be a landscaper. So she looks after the trees in her gardens, and they grow peaches of immortality. Remember, mortality, humans are mortal, meaning we can die. Immortal tend to be like gods, where you can't really kill off a god, right? Well, some of them you can, but to be immortal is to have eternal life. To be mortal is to be human, where you're able to die off. And so she has a tree, a peach tree of immortality. These fruits were so rare that apparently they appear only once in 3,000 years. Okay, so each year on her birthday feast, she feeds peaches to the gods so that they can continue to live. Without her and the fruits of her harvest, the gods would become mortal like humans and die. So she has a really important role to play in keeping the humans alive. But it's not just the gods she looks after, is what it says here. Her peach tree also is the only place where humans and God can communicate. So typically we can't really communicate with God according to the story, but if you go to her peach tree, you're able to be in direct communication with God. And so she offers advice, guidance, and protection to Chinese emperors. She teaches them the secrets to eternal life. So it says that no matter what wisdom she gives them, the emperors always fail her tests and they become mortal and die. So again, tale as old as time, right? Men not really listening to women. You give them advice, they don't take it, and then they just self-destruct. But she still gives the advice, and it says that she gives the emperors a mandate of heaven, which meant that they had support from heaven to rule earth. And so for thousands of many thousands of years ago, Emperor Shun said that Xiwangmu had given him the mandate himself. And so when he was crowned, she aligned 5 planets in the sky as a sign of his support. So go forth and prosper. Here are these 5 planets. They've got your back. Okay? So claiming that they had the love of such a powerful goddess was a great way for an emperor to hold on to power. So these emperors would actually be like, in order to clout chase, they would say, oh, Xiwangmu, she blessed me. I have her blessings. And that made them even more powerful. And so she's a creator goddess. She has talent for weaving. And people believe that every night she weaves the stars into the sky. She wears her loom as a headdress. So we've seen the loom right now. We've seen the phoenix, tiger, leopard, right? These are the different animals that we've seen in her story, as well as jade, the crystal, the rock jade. So she's even more important in her role of spreading wisdom. If you're looking to live a long life, you might want to turn to Xiwangmu. And she protects humans on Earth, especially the rulers. Okay? I don't really know about that. No kings. But many people in China, too many people in China, Xiwangmu is an inspiring figure, is what it says here. She shows how much power one woman can have. And if you're a couple and you pray to her, she can help send you a child. And she's never happy if they ask for a male baby instead of a female one. So she doesn't like sexism. Okay, if you're saying, oh, well, we have the one child rule and so we want a son, not a daughter, she doesn't like that. She doesn't like that. Don't discriminate. She's not sexist. Okay? She sees girls and boys as equally important. Yin and yang. So this is Xiwangmu. Again, this is from the book Goddess, 50 Goddesses, Spirits, Saints, and Females from other, who have shaped belief from around the world. Okay, so I think we have like 11 or 10 more to go. We're going to continue with this. Like I said, I'll be back to do some more book shares. Okay, have a good weekend. Until next time, in solidarity.